What's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shauna. Nice to meet you. On my channel, I take you on my journey as I've expatriated from the US without a job and I'm just figuring life out. Right now, I'm on a visa run in Bangkok, Thailand. I've only been here for 3 nights so far and I'll be leaving tomorrow, but I thought I'd share with you a few things that I noticed since I've been here. Number one, it is weed friendly. I did not know that. And were it not for a billboard when I was coming in, uh, trying to find my Airbnb, and were it not for a flyer at my Airbnb, which I'll show you here, I would not have known that. I think it's not something that's advertised in any of the content I've ever seen. So, weed is legal here, I guess. It's not common in Asian countries. Number two is the motorcycles. So the motorcycles here, I am coming from Malaysia. That's where I'm doing my visa run from. And Malaysia's motorcycles are quite thin, so when they dart in and out of traffic, it's safer to do so. The vehicles are smaller. Not so in Bangkok, Thailand. They have fatties, like thick motorcycles. And when they're trying to weave in and out of traffic, it's just a lot less practical because a lot of the roads are slim. So there's not a lot of room to maneuver and they have big vehicles. So weird to me, but it was just something that I noticed. Another thing that I noticed is that the flyer game is on point. Again, I knew about the weed friendliness because there is that flyer about weed, but there was also in my Airbnb a flyer about in-home Thai massage. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing that was on offer, so good to know. But yeah, flyer game on point. Another thing that I noticed is the really unique flavors here. So I did a snack haul in my last video. I'll link that down below. I went to the 7-Eleven around here. When I first landed in Thailand, I went to Starbucks and I got a pea flour egg sandwich. So the bread was pea flour flavored and it was blue. Cool. Like if you're adventurous in a culinary sense, then this is a lovely place to come. There's so many flavors that I've never even conceived existed. I had a salty lychee soda. Cool. You know what I mean? But I also have had some Western food here. So all of the Western stuff that the Western chains that you expect to find globally, a lot of them are here. One of them was Dairy Queen. I was very surprised to see that here. But it's Thailand and it's hot, so makes sense. However, I did not expect to be getting an Oreo blizzard in Thailand. And honestly, I wanted a Reese's blizzard as well on a different day. And they don't have Reese's here. What am I supposed to do with that information? I want peanut butter cups. Anywho, there is Dairy Queen here, so that's something to keep in mind. Another thing that I found is that buying foreign food or buying things in general, I feel like the cost is comparable to US prices. It's a little less expensive, but it's comparable. In Malaysia, the exchange rate is significant. You can get things for much less in Malaysia than you can in the United States for the same product. But in Thailand, I find that close to Western prices, a little bit less, but close to Western prices. Also, another thing that I noticed that I find really interesting actually is their shrines and stuff. So Buddhism is a widespread religion in this country, and I didn't expect there to be neighborhood shrines. I knew they had the big ones. You know what I mean? I knew they had like temples and stuff, but I didn't know that they had like little neighborhood shrines that you could pray at. So again, in my last video, you'll be able to see one. So that was interesting. And I believe that's all I have to say about that. There's wet bathrooms here. I already knew that about Asia. This particular bathroom is very nice because there's a slight divider between the shower and the toilet. As I learned about myself in Malaysia, I hate a wet toilet seat. I hate it. So now I know that about myself. But luckily that's not an issue in this particular Airbnb. So there is that. Thailand is hot. Western food is available. Local food is actually delicious. If you are willing to try these really interesting flavors, they're actually all really good. Love that. And that's all I got for you. Thank you for tuning in to this very short video of things that I noticed while I'm here in Thailand. To be entirely fair, I didn't get around a lot. I am working on being more present and engaging with life more ever since 2020, like a lot of us, especially with my particular life circumstances. I have grown accustomed to staying indoors, and I would like to change that. So that'll be part of my journey, and I'll be documenting that too. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. There are ways you can support me in the description below, like buying me a coffee. That would be really sweet, and I would appreciate you for that. But I will see you in the next one. Bye.